If anybody can confirm that that girl is truly healed, that she's not back on her wheelchair,
she's moving around now.
that she's moving
she
around
goes
now.
to school. She does everything we do.
Personally, me, KAA, the host of Cat Truth Podcast, I have 20 million naira for the girl. If she can come out and say it was me, I used to move around on a wheelchair, but since after this crusade in UK, after this healing ministration, I am now walking free, walking about with my 2 legs, completely healed. 20 million naira.
I'm told there is no blog or newspaper in UK that carried that news.
Just my people, as the hot, it don't happen. No, this KA truth don't dare many people concerning Jerry Eze and the girl where he heal for wheelchair for UK. He don't talk say if anybody fit send proof of say that girl the waka say they really heal that girl, say 20 million naira. As I'm standing now, I dey go look for that girl recorder send make this guy give me that 20 million naira. Just what you think talk. Share this video, make everybody dey see am.
He's too big for that. I mean, his church is so big, he doesn't really need to be excited about the least testimony. In the Bible, when Jesus heals, he said, go show yourself. So go show yourself to the high priest.
For verification.
For verification.
And that is why I love the Catholics.
For verification, there's a reason for it. If you are healed of diabetes, go let the doctor check you and say that we cannot diagnose diabetes again, even though for diabetes in quote, it is technically difficult to specifically say we cannot diagnose diabetes immediately. You have to take some time, or maybe there you say you have any number of sicknesses. Verification. It is a doctor that diagnoses sicknesses. Okay, we have healed you. Go show yourself to the priest. Go to the doctor and diagnose. So he's so big that little things like that should not excite him. Somebody taking off his mask, and you saw the person had to put back that mask. But the effort of going to prepare a video to post on the official page of the church is a time-consuming process. You don't even follow up the person you are preparing that video to know if he was, and if at the point you discovered she was not really healed or she's back to the hospital, why go ahead and publish it? Because healing is healing. Yes. You can't tell me I'm healed of cancer and I'm back to the hospital, I'm back on breathing, I'm back on oxygen,
and you're busy publicly announcing my healing.
Let me now land where I was going. I was going somewhere because I was talking about death, the burden of death from religious activities. People's faith has been built on falsehood. Somebody could have cancer tomorrow and go sleep in NSPBD or online, on NSPBD online or in the church, or just refuse to take drugs because he feels that taking drugs is like means he doesn't have faith. So he wants, since healing happened here, mine can happen. Why? Because I'm holy, I've kept myself, I follow God, I believe God and my faith. And that is them sincerely exercising their faith. And the faith of a sick person is a desperate faith. I mean, it's the highest form of faith. You find the biggest faith in people who are terminally ill. Unfortunately, these are the same people that religitards, I call them religitards. These are the same set of people that religitards mock when they say he was not healed because he did not have faith. Now, he was not healed because he did not have faith, but you say God gave Emeka a car because Emeka asked for a car. Emeka that already has a job, prayed for a better job and got a job. Which faith does he have compared to somebody that they told you are about to die?
If God walks
that
through
person,
faith,
my brother, that person that is a conk Christian, if you even tell him that a native doctor can heal him, he will have faith in that native doctor just to be alive first. And you're telling me that he's a conk Christian and you take him to, he's praying or pastor prayed for him, you are blaming him that he does not have faith. That is being insensitive, inhuman and wicked and putting the blame on the victim.
How about the lady that said was on a wheelchair and was healed? Which country was that? The same
That's
day.
that was UK now. That
UK.
that the internet went agog. Do you know? I'm told there is no blog or newspaper in UK that carried that news.
But I didn't see.
No, not in UK.
I didn't see. It was not a verified.
I can tell you for free that lady is back to her wheelchair, and she's back on physiotherapy. And this is like 1 year or more ago. I think it's up to a year, maybe.
Now, before you get it twisted, nobody is saying that no man of God is genuine. I mean, we've passed that stage. Anybody can believe whatever they want to believe in. And I sincerely respect these men because of what they've built. You know, whether it is through treachery or through the sincerity of heart or through the calling of God, I respect whatever they've built. But just to throw a simple challenge, this one we're talking about, this lady that was healed in UK,
yes, the little girl.
If anybody can confirm that girl is truly healed, that she's not back on her wheelchair,
she's moving around now.
That she's moving
she
around
goes
now.
To school. She does everything we do.
Personally, me, KAA, the host of Cat Truth Podcast, I have 20 million naira for the girl. If she can come out and say it was me, I used to move around on a wheelchair, but since after this crusade in UK, after this healing ministration, I am now walking free, walking about with my 2 legs, completely healed. 20 million naira.
Let me reply on their behalf. We don't have time to prove anything to you. We don't need to prove anything to you. If you like, believe it, God is God. We cannot. Who are you? We can't prove anything to you. But you know, the beauty is that this could get people saved.
It could. See, let me tell you.
It could get people saved. Like in terms of salvation, Jesus Christ giving their life to Jesus, it could get people saved.
Let me tell you something. My father died as a result of religion. If I know what I know now, my father would have still been alive. I've always said it. My father was poisoned. And instead of taking this man to hospital, a good hospital, we were little. This was 2005.
Way back.
Yes. That's 20 years ago. So, this man was sick. And instead of these people to take him to hospital. You know, after all the efforts, they took him to some hospital and then took him to a prayer house. One woman, I will not forget that woman, one prophetess. This man, he was forced to fast. Every day they come and feed him olive oil. Imagine someone who is poisoned, drinking olive oil on an empty stomach. That was how he died.
In fact, maybe hunger killed him.
Maybe hunger killed him now.
Maybe hunger killed him. Maybe the combination of hunger and olive oil is poison.
Stopped him from taking any medications and all.
Maybe the combination of hunger and olive oil is poisonous. Who knows? I'm just joking. But you see, these are the realities. These are things we are talking about. Religion is actually beautiful. And to be honest, the religion that Jesus, the life that Jesus lived and taught, I've always told those that care to listen, is a very excellent and perfect life. And if our religion was anything Christ-like, I tell you, nobody would have had any problem with Christianity today. You think a lot of people have problem with Christianity because they have bastardized. In fact, the damage was internal. I told you something when they invited you to police station, and the people who invited you said they are fighting what do you call it now, on behalf of fathers of faith, those insulting fathers of faith, and those mesmerizing,
defaming
the gospel. I told them that I told you then that the biggest damage that impacts the church is that which comes from the pulpit, from men of God insulting the faith, manipulating people through the faith. They are causing the biggest damage, because who am I? Who listens to me? Who the hell am I? My words are inconsequential. If I tell you that God does not exist, so where does it resound beyond the ceiling? But somebody that has thousands of followers comes to pulpit, and what does he do? He's manipulating people, and then people who are genuinely seeking God are seeing some of these things, that if this person that is so holy, because the funny thing is that they see men of God as so close to God.
Yes.
And that is the idea of men of God. Somebody that is next to God. If God needs to talk to me, he talks, he tells you. I mean,
an intermediary.
I'm quarreling with God always, so God has to tell you to talk to me. So that keeps you close to God in my head. And then when I now see them doing some of these terrible things, the damage it causes is not very